Craig, you faced some enormous challenges in the build-up. It was a bit scrappy, but you must be awfully pleased that you just found a way to win tonight.
Yeah, I asked the players at the end of the game, what do you make of that? I just wanted to hear what they were thinking before I shared any of my thoughts. And they thought the same. The ability to win it was like a boa constrictor type game, wasn't it? Really hard to find any space on the ground and in the way the game was defended. But just to find a way to win and with a few different things not going our way, it was really pleasing.
It opened up in the last, well, I'm going to say opened up, the scoring opened up in the last 3 minutes. They scored quickly. You probably didn't see that coming. What do you guys make of that, and how do you deal with it?
Oh, it was little moments, aren't they? Like one team has to score 3 goals in 90 seconds, so they potentially change the way they approach things, but also, we're in a position where we shouldn't allow that to happen. So, we'll get to work on that. We're not perfect.
How tough was the boa constrictor? It was a challenge all day. What was your message at, even at three-quarter time when you'd had so much of the inside 50 count there, but the scoreboard wasn't...
Yeah, well, it's really difficult to score when all the numbers are back, and we dominated territory, I think 70-odd% of that quarter. We felt like we were just going back in straight, and we thought, we got no keys at the moment. We lost a couple of players and in that regard, so then it made it hard to get an aerial contest. But we thought the game was played in that terms and that way, but it is hard to score. We're just going to make it impossible for them, and they didn't score. And then in the last quarter, we got to work a little bit early and found ways to manufacture goals.
Are you trying to use the ball a bit more deliberately after half-time, Craig? Because it seemed like the first half you
I just felt that this ground, if you don't manage the way you control the ball, it's hard to maintain territory. It's a long ground, so the ball and I felt the game was going up and back like a ping pong game at times, and no one could score. We just had moments where we wanted to, just control that a little bit more, be a bit calmer outside 50. And but then, obviously, with the way that our team is, the magnets are thrown around everywhere to find ways to score. They're a good team. They defend the ground really well. They're going to be hard to play against, and we found a way to win.
You've got well-documented big man issues, Craig.
We've got more now.
I'll ask you about that. See, Darcy Moore's game, in terms of bringing the ball to the ground and also controlling it from half-back, you must have been pleased with that. Yeah,
really pleased. We had to move Bill into the ruck. We felt this week that was an opportunity for us, but then played a bit smaller down back. But Darcy was enormous. Everything went near his area. He marked or influenced, and we wish we had a couple of them.
Now, I hesitate to ask this, McStay, what's the problem and how long will he miss?
It looks like he's done a tendon in the finger. We'll get that scanned and assessed by an expert, and then we'll find out what that looks like. It could be operational. Most of them tend to be, but we might get lucky.
Is Murphy okay then?
Well, Murph got concussed, so he'll be out next week. So the doctors have ruled that already.
Have you seen the incident? Do you have any thoughts on it?
I haven't seen the incident, but he's obviously been concussed somehow, and we'll get to work on what that looks like, and it's not up to us to decide that, but he'll be out next week.
Is it fair to say it looked like there was an exchange of words with Cameron?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know I was on the bench when he came off, and I'm not sure what was said, but whether Murph was concussed and not sure what he's saying, I've got no idea, but reality, he come off and he said something. Again, I don't know the detail of that, but he obviously was upset about something.
Just mindful of the situation he was in, is it possible he was saying something to Cameron and he might have been affected by the concussion?
Well, he's been ruled out as being concussed, so potentially. But I don't know what happened. I'm sure I'll get to look at it after this. The Dean will be showing me some footage of it, what it looks like. But I can't comment on what I didn't see. But what I can say, he's been ruled out for concussion and he won't play Anzac Day.
And he's had challenges in that area before, so obviously that's going to be something that is obviously closely monitored. Won't play next week, but does he feel okay now? Is he
he's up and about now, and but again, the doctors made a ruling according to the rules that are in front of us.
With your lack of tools, Craig, how much of a shift have you had to make to the way you're playing?
And I said I'm really proud of the guys because all of a sudden we've got 3 or 4 guys out of position. We've got Will Hoskin-Elliott playing as a key at times. We've got Jamie Elliott playing as a key at times, and then we've got Checkers just fighting like he always does for us, which we're really so grateful to have him in our team. It comes at a cost. There's always a little moving part. Would it be nice? But the nature of AFL footy, it's round 5. We're not the only one that's got injuries. It's just what happens. And to find ways to win in these times, it's super critical for us. We'll get players back at some stage. Just right now, we're losing a couple.
What was the situation with Degoe? I mean, you was 100% on Friday, then obviously got gastro at some point. When did you learn about it and how did it all take place?
Yeah, early this morning. Wake up to my phone and Geordie's got gastro. Oh, God. Not that you want to get gastro, but let's not give it to Geordie.
Were there other players who also had issues in that sense? Or
No, the coach has been a bit sick this week. Hope I didn't give it to Geordie. No, he's going to... I always like to look at the bright side of life. We're going to have a fit Geordie for Anzac Day. How good's that going to be?
Is Kruger a chance for Anzac Day?
Yep. He has to come into consideration. He played today. I don't know how he went. We didn't get to see any of that. Hopefully he's pulled up well. Without having selection now, but he'll definitely be considered.
Did you fly Bianco over thinking he might have been a chance this afternoon?
No, we flew our emergencies back to play VFL today and left one as a carryover.
Yeah.
But then when Geordie goes out, you need to have another one because then we look silly if something happens before a game. You don't have a sub. It was all precautionary, and it's a credit to Trent. He's such a great team player. He just manned it up, said, "I'll come back. I'll do what the team needs." So we're very lucky to have him.
Jake, how did you find your first experience of coaching against Ross Lyon?
I've got an enormous respect for Ross. I played with Ross. I don't know, only a couple of games, but we go a long way back. Got an enormous amount of respect for him. I love the way he's getting the best out of his list, and I'm not trying to denigrate the list at all, but they got a lot of injuries, and they're playing right out of their skins in terms of what they're capable of and abiding to a game plan. He's a very good coach, and it's good to have him back in the AFL.
So I mean more in the terms of that they had numbers back, and he is, if there's a better defensive coach, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the ground really suits him. I think Rossby should be calling for gather rounds for 10 years here because it does suit the way they defend, and it's difficult to Lee Matthews. This is not something new. Lee Matthews used to say it's going to be hard for us to score numbers back, but we've got to make it impossible for them. For major parts, we did that. But then it's just with a few personnel out, it made it even harder. We couldn't get an aerial contest at times. So credit to them. Yeah, they're going to be hard to beat.
What do you make of the pre-match commemoration of Nicky Winmar's iconic stance against racism?
Yeah, brilliant. I think the more that we can do to support others that have had things done to them in the past, that we can move forward, to have closure hopefully and grow. And I keep saying our best days are tomorrow. Hopefully we can allow that for not only Nicky but Gilbert McAdam. I played with Gilly. I love him. He's a great fella. Hopefully we can put some closure to things like that and we can keep moving and keep educating ourselves to be better.
What did you make of Jack Edwards' return to the team, Craig?
I thought he was a bit scratchy early, but when we needed him, he did a couple of things that were really important to the game. He's a clever player. He's important to us the way he can do little things that others can't do, and I think he'll be better for it.
Craig, realistically, do you have any choice but to play Kruger? Because if you don't have Murphy, you've only got Moore as a bona fide key defender. Frampton played ruck. Do you actually have any other? Is there any other player that you actually have?
No. I'm reluctant. I said to the team we want to have deep wins and then live in the moment. So I'm reluctant to get to match committee for next week and stay here for as long as we can. That's something I've promised the group.
Just on Giffen, he obviously delivered that goal in the last quarter. Is he a player that just plays at the same level regardless of each level he goes at?
Yeah, potentially. I haven't seen him play VFL before. In the first couple of weeks, it looked like he needed the run the first week. In the second week, his GPS was quite strong in a performance for the group was difficult. So we backed him in, and I think we'll get better for the run.
Just on Cox, Craig, I think you're waiting on another scan. Any update on that front?
I haven't heard the latest on that. No, my understanding was he was going to get another scan. It was either late this week or next, so I need to follow that up.
You say no chance for anything?
No chance. No. Thanks guys.